Hello, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name remains just Adeton. Just like yesterday, October 20th, 2020, history was made. Our government showed us how greedy and incompetent they are. They showed us how they feared change. They showed us their cowardness. They could not listen to us. They could not change things. But all they did was they released army and told them to silence our souls and our spirits and our bodies. You know, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, I've tried as much as possible to forgive you because one way or the other, you have been competent in the areas of social welfare and children and health facilities. But let me tell you today, even after government, posterity will judge you for failing to be the hero of democracy. Anyway, I don't blame you. You are just a small boy listening to instructions. Now, 5 years down the line, today, another history is about to be made. People are on the protest ground. People are outside demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It is not about the person. It is about the fact that why would our government continue to want us to be on the streets before we are heard? Few days ago, they brought out a list and said that they had released some people on compassionate ground, on clemency. They did that within the four corners of their offices. I'm sure it wasn't free because there is no way you can tell me that releasing drug barons is free. Something must have happened. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with all humility and dignity and as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if you cannot meet the demands of these people on the street, bow your head in shame. You want Lagos, nobody's never going to argue it with you. But you see this place called Federal, Nigeria, it belongs to every one of us. And we have a right. The only way the government can make things right is to understand that you have killed the spirit of innocent citizens. And you have detached emotions away from Nigerians. People always tell me Nigeria is not worth fighting for. It is not Nigerians. It is Nigeria. There are two different things. Nigerians are different from Nigeria. If Nigerians are not worth fighting for, it is because you destroyed everything called Nigeria in them. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, rule this country in fairness. Rule this country with your conscience and understand that you being the president of this country is an assignment for you to fix a lot of things. Fix the errors, fix the mistakes, and don't think that this is a country that you can own inside your pockets. It is not possible. If the demands of those people are not met, then this government is already a failure. Because there is no reason why there should be a disconnect between citizens and its own country. And this is what this government is doing now. I weep for you all. I weep for how you sold your conscience. I weep for the quest of power in the spirit of greed. Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? Are you people not ashamed that you will come on social media and say that citizens are abusing you and they are insulting you? You can hear the insult, but you cannot feel their pains. What more do we call this government than call it a government of shame and incompetence? A government that people have to come on the street to demand for what they think is equity, equitable distribution of justice and compassion? Nigeria must be great. There is no shall in our statement. Nigeria must be great. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you cannot make Nigeria great, then shame and woe betide unto people like you who call yourself leaders, but you don't know what it means to feel the pain of a common man. Whatever Justice Nnamdi Kanu has done is not about the issue. It's about the fact that there are people in the face of the law that have done worse things. Now, I said it the other day, I said scrap NDLEA. Because what is the point if people will be arrested for drugs and at the end of the day, they will be released on some kind of grounds? We have not forgotten NSAS. We might have moved on with our lives, but our pain still lives in us. And if you feel that you are not part of it, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you were part of it, because when you were supposed to speak, you could not speak because of your agenda, your personal ambition to become the president. You could not stand for us in Lagos. You hid yourself under your roof. You could not come out to say a word. Now power is in your hands. What are you supposed to do? Make amends. Say Say sorry with your actions.
We dey here for FCT Police Command for where be this Gariki Abi where? For some of the protesters where they arrest, the ones they took from Good to Abi from Apo, because we not go house leave anyone for here now. As we gather come go gather go. The demand is simple: free Nnamdi Kanu. There is no need holding him, even if they've been done sentence and now how many years? You have held him for almost a possible prison sentence. And how does that help the region and the country to achieve peace? For country where we say president they forgive known drug convicted criminals, kidnappers, murderers. There is no need. So I should be for bandits. They don't pardon them. Country where kidnappers they host stakeholder meeting, security and insecurity officials. Free the man and restore peace and sanity to the region and the entire country. Because the only people where President Tinubu never forgive now those of us who borrow money for OP. Those of us who go collect loan for Pampe online for fair money. I collect 30k.
No one send me message.
Oh, they send me. You see the only group way they do. President Tinubu make you also call online people. Tell them say we not be kidnappers. Small 30k what borrow. They don't send my number to everybody. Say they would degrade me. Say I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm declared wanted. On top 30k loan. On top 30k loan for how much? Say they would degrade me for how much? Where I borrow. President Tinubu also pardon us.
Anytime you are seeing this video, just know I don't block this.
I go block you too. Please, President Tinubu, call them as you me and not if I not be kidnapped and money I borrow small loan 30k. Help us to make you pardon us.
As in they pardon them.
Since you don't reach the turn of criminals, we credit people where they owe credit. Make my guarantor no, because my next of kin say they on ground for Ramo.
This boy, like they do this video. Police they back.
Police their life don't spoil. Now they are telling them make before they don't carry their papa for here. You no get peace. I mean no get peace. We take God beg you they make the free the Nnamdi Kanu. The most important thing is for peace to return to the region and the entire country. This is justice and illegality cannot be sustained.
It should not be sustained.
No, today is 5 years anniversary of NSAS.
And a lot of people died 2020. Even if they are trying to disagree,
and
it is fact.
Look at the irony. 5 years after NSAS, today waiting with the same tactics of police.
Tear gas,
firing arms, water canister. Police, Nigerian police ancient of days. You change it not. When shall thou change ancient of days? Make the area commander they hear me. As old as you are.
Go higher.
As old as you are. No police. You will never change. Only people like show they arrest their papa make people not. You know say who could already say make the call carry us. Now officers they don't come down.
They don't come down. Then they take us.
That time.
They don't come. Just continue. Continue. They continue.
So that you go see the people who think they take us up. Yeah, join me. All of them they here. They go come, they call you say Peter for Nigeria, their hand they deal with us. They nearly want to kill us, put us take us. So they look them, they look at them. They watch you on, just they look them. No do like say, you know they focus on the ball. They look them, carry the camera come. Film their face, film their face.